What?
So, what did Uncle Dick do? He was the best guy of... No. Uncle Bill, Uncle Dick, they were the best uncles I ever had because they never mess with me. Ever. No, seriously. I loved Uncle Bill. Uncle Dick was just... I would always go out there and talk to him, like, because, say, on Aunt Grace's farm, and Uncle Bill be out there drinking a beer or something, and he be like, yeah, whatever. He loved. Did he? He didn't like being over there.
Bill?
No, Uncle Dick.
Oh,
Uncle
maybe
Dick
not.
didn't. No, being around his sisters.
No, because he couldn't drink. He had
Yeah. That's
But-
why he would always be out.
Yeah, he had his ice chest and he sat outside with.
But I would have some good conversations with him where he's like, yeah, I'm not going in there. Even though the 49er game was on or whatever, he didn't like going out there. I think it was Sharon. Sharon made him go there.
Oh, probably. Well, he would go just because it was family. Dick was really family oriented. But when he got drinking, he turned into a jerk.
He was, from what I remember, he was a good man.
He was. And he could be fun to be around, but boy, once he started drinking, it was like all over. You didn't want to be around him because then he thought he could be as insulting as he pleased, and you were just supposed to sit there and take it.
What do you mean?
He could be as insulting as he wanted to be, and you would sit there and take it and not say anything.
No, I would say something, but
No. People just didn't want to be around him when he was drinking.
so what about Grandpa? Where'd that come from?
Which one?
Grandpa, my grandpa.
Which you had two, you know.
Well, not Grandpa Tony. I'm talking about Grandpa Senna. I mean,
Well,
Fisher.
All of the Fishers drank, but my dad.
No, I'm talking about Grandpa Fisher. Where did he come from?
Leadville, Colorado.
Leadville, Colorado. And you grew up?
In Leadville, Colorado.
What'd you
Born
do?
and raised until the mines went down.
And then you moved to
That's
Nevada City?
The reason they moved to California was because of the mines closing down in Colorado.
And how'd it go?
What?
How'd it go?
Well, it must have been okay because we lived in Grass Valley the rest of my whole life.
I'm just asking. No, seriously. I
No.
want to know.
Well, there was always work in the mines until in the 50s, and then that's when he went to work down in Vallejo because at the naval yards, I guess it was. Which is, he should have done that years and years and years ago. He probably would have lived a lot longer. But he couldn't leave the mines.
Did he get like,
that
what do they
black
call
lung,
that?
they
The
call
black
it.
lung
Yes.
or whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking, oh man.
Well, that's the only thing that got him out of the mines was because they were doing like TB tests up in Grass Valley for all the miners. And they found a spot on his lungs and he had to quit. They wouldn't let him go back. Thank
Oh.
goodness.
Well, I mean, that's like trucking
But that
right
isn't
now.
what he died from. He had a ruptured pancreas. Grace always swore it was because of drinking, and I know that that's one thing that your pancreas, if you do drink, that it can injure your pancreas. I don't know if that's what caused it or not. Daddy only always drank beer, but I know they did drink a lot of beer, so.
And what year was this?
That my dad died?
No, I'm just in general.
Early 50s? Late 40s?
When was he born?
1896, I think.
What?
1896,
Wow.
I think.
Wow,
Well,
I never
but
knew
he
that.
was 54. That was 1954. It's only.
No, I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. 1896. So he was born before the turn of the century.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know what he did before he went to mining?
Nothing. That's all he did was a miner. Brick worked as a storekeeper, but Daddy was always a miner.
What did Uncle Brick do? I know you just said,
Well, he
but I didn't
owned
hear
a
it.
store and that, but in somewhere in Arizona, I never can remember the name of it. But then they moved and came to. I guess that's when they went to California. I don't remember. Or Colorado. No, I bet they went to Colorado then.
But then they said California's the place we ought to be.
Well, no, Colorado
We'll move
mines.
to Beverly.
No, the Colorado mines all closed down.
I know, I'm trying to be funny.
Yeah.
But, so Grace, she's the oldest, right?
My sister, Grace?
Yes.
No, Chuck is the oldest.
Chuck is the oldest.
And then Grace, and then Virginia.
Well, you're like 15 years younger?
No, I'm 10 years younger than Chuck, 8 years younger than Grace, and 6 years younger than Virginia. And then I'm 6 years older than Bill, and 7.5, 8 years older than Dick.
Jesus. So your
I was
parents
right
were
in the
busy.
middle.
Your parents were busy. Looks like Bruce's tree is starting to get a lot more foliage. Looks good.
Which one?
Well, it kind of
The
combines.
plum ones? These here?
Yeah, the two
Fruitless plum
trees going together.
The fruitless plum trees.
It looks good. All right, so when was your first pasty
My
that
first
you
one?
remember?
Oh, I don't remember.
Come on.
I don't remember. We ate Brick made them, and I. It's hard
So
telling.
Uncle Brick brought a pasty and you ate it.
He didn't buy it. He made them.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. And
Made them.
and were you like,
And I don't remember.
this is amazing?
This is just like asking you, Mike, when was the last time you had a pork chop? Or when was the first time you had a pork chop?
Come on, Mom.
It is. It's exactly the same thing.
Well, I remember my first pork chop, and you cooked it, and it was probably.
I had no idea when I had my first pass
But where was it?
in Grass Valley. Brick made them. We didn't buy them. I never had a store-bought pasty until we were down here, and I decided I wanted pasties.
So how was Uncle Brick?
How was he?
Yeah. What kind of guy was he?
He was a good guy.
And
He was just a very soft-hearted, loving person. I don't know what else to say.
he did what?
He was a miner.
They were all miners?
They were all miners.
Hmm.
Their dad was a miner. That was all they knew. The only one that didn't become a miner was my Uncle Bruce, that lived in L.A.
Who's Uncle Bruce? I never heard of him.
My dad's older brother. And he did not become a miner. He moved away. He went to Los Angeles and went to work in who made the one with Judy Garland and the Flying Monkeys?
Shut up.
Oh, the Wizard of Oz.
Shut up.
Yeah, he did. He worked on those flying monkeys. He was a really intelligent. He was like an engineer type thing. Your great uncle
My great uncle worked on the Wizard of Oz.
worked and helped create those flying monkeys.
Shut.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That's incredible. Key!
You better get down from there.
Key, key, key. He heard you. He is. Watch him. He's gonna jump right here. Oh.
Well, kill yourself, because I don't want a vet bill.
No, he's not
He's
gonna
up on
kill
the
himself.
fence.
He's gonna jump right here. Watch.
I'm watching him.
You
Milo. Good morning,
look,
Milo.
he loves you.
Good morning, Milo. Pretty kitty cat. Pretty kitty cat.
No, he's over here now. Hi, bud. Hi, bud. So, we had a family member in the movie business back then.
Well, he helped create those flying monkeys. That's all I know. I don't know what
Well,
else.
I never knew that. Maybe I can look it up. What's his name?
Bruce Fisher.
Bruce
Bruce
Fisher.
Alexander.
Bruce Alexander Fisher. Bruce
I guess they lived in Manhattan Beach is where they lived.
Bruce Alexander Fisher. Hi, buddy.
I doubt if he was ever on the screen credits or anything.
Well, he might have had a a son that he named.
Yeah, Bruce Jr. was Chuck's age.
Bruce Fisher obituary. I don't want to watch that, but so do you know anything about him? Or no?
About
Bruce? No?
No.
You were
No
too
more
young?
than what I just said. I mean, when we moved to California, we stopped in L.A. and spent probably the night with them. And I just know from Daddy talking about him and that, but no, I don't know anything about him.
Yeah, I know about talking about brothers and sisters.
And actually, he didn't have any. Him and Daddy really didn't have much in common except being brothers and being raised in Leadville. Because he was not going to be a miner. That was what his.
What was Leadville?
Colorado.
Okay.
It's a town.
What about it?
Daddy was born and raised. Leadville, Colorado. It's a big tourist place. Skiing resorts up there in Fairplay and Leadville.
Why did he decide to leave?
Because the mines closed down.
No, I know, but is that why they called it Leadville?
No. Leadville was Leadville. Who knows how long from its inception, I guess.
So he decided to leave and he went to Grass Valley.
Well, they came to California, and Mama said that they really didn't know where they were going, but she said they stopped in Jackson because there were mines there. I mean, California had all mines all along Highway 49.
Yeah.
And she said Daddy stopped there to find out about getting a job at the mine there, and she said she was so glad that he didn't get that or didn't take a job there because she hated Jackson. She said,
Why?
Just how you get a feeling about a town or something or an area. She said she was so happy he didn't take a job there. And she said, but when they got to Grass Valley, she said, I thought I had died and gone to heaven.
What jobs were in?
Mining.
Just mining.
Just
okay.
mining.
So that was his forte.
Well,
Just
Daddy
mining.
actually should have been an assayer, where they grade the gold and that they bring out. But he didn't want to do that. He liked working in the mines. He'd rather kill himself in the mines. And
he was probably taking. Do you think he was taking a little part
well,
of the?
if he did high grade it, we weren't getting rich. I'll tell you that much about it. So.
I know. But
no,
it might have been.
I think all of them. Yeah, I think Daddy. In fact, Daddy. I mean, the miners knew don't take out enough that you're going to get. If you start showing a lot of
you're going to get messed
wealth
up.
and that, then you're going to get caught. But Daddy did. He brought out. Each one of us kids had a gold nugget. And this knothead, I don't know whatever happened to mine. Grace still has hers.
What?
Yeah.
So he brought some.
He brought each one of us kids a gold nugget out of the mine. And I don't know what I ever did with mine. I lost mine. Because I was young then, and it was like...
It's money.
No, it was something I knew. It wasn't something I was going to cash in or anything. I just lost it. I didn't take care of it. Got lost along the way.
Well, what happened with your other siblings? Did they cash
I
it
don't
in?
know. Grace still has hers. I said I don't know what Virginia did with hers, and Bill and Dick, they worked where it was just us three, four,
So
and Chuck, I don't know about him.
Daddy gave you guys a little bit of comfort. Here's some gold. He gave it to all you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, there was only four of us. I don't know about Chuck, to tell you the truth, because Chuck, whenever he could, he didn't live with us. Chuck always thought he was above the Fishers.
Well, Chuck
Still does.
Well,
Well,
I remember going to Uncle Chuck's house and seeing a goddamn foyer that was immaculate. I remember going there, and he lived on the river.
Yeah, they
And I was
lived up
like-
on the bluffs at that time.
And I was like, wow. But, hey, it is what it is.
Well, you remember the one time we were all invited to Chuck's house, because that did not happen. I'll tell you right now. In fact, I remember that when he was working at CalGas, he was executive secretary or the treasury or something like that. And they had like an open house. So he invited Grace and I. Not everybody, just Grace and I. And we were talking to someone came up and introduced himself, this guy, and he had worked with one of the executives there, worked with Chuck, and asked us, how do you know Chuck Fisher? And we said, well,
my
we're
brother?
his sisters. We're his sisters. And he said, really? And we said, yeah. And he said, well, I didn't even know he had sisters. He said, and we said, yeah, and there's another one too. Plus he's got two other brothers. And he went, really?
So he never talked
Never
about
talked
that?
about his family,
Oh
no.
my goodness.
No. He was totally ashamed.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Oh, when we lived in Grass Valley, his best friend was named Merle Short. His mother, Mrs. Short, taught the 8th grade at the Hennessy School. And they were the nicest. She was the nicest. She was one of my favorite teachers. She was so good. And he wanted to be part. He didn't want anyone to know who his family was. He was ashamed of his whole family. That's all there was to it. He
Well,
went to
that's
live
sad.
with the Shorts and that because we moved. That's how it happened. Was Daddy? We had to move to Copperopolis for a year because of the mines, and Chuck didn't want to go. So, because I think he was in high school, either a junior or senior at that time, and so he lived with the Shorts while we were gone, so he didn't have to go to another school. And he was quite happy to. Yeah, Chuck was always ashamed of, embarrassed of the fact that his dad was nothing but a miner.
Well, yeah, that's
But Chuck was
I don't
always
even know
real
what to say
popular in
on
school.
that.
Huh?
I don't even know what to say on that. I'm serious.
Well,
I mean,
fine.
my pops, if it was my pops, I'm talking about my dad, but I wouldn't care what job he was doing It's still my
Yeah.
pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel the same way, but Chuck felt differently.
Yeah, that's,
Appearance was really important to him.
you know, that's one thing I felt when we would go over to Uncle Chuck.
We only went once, Mike,
Yeah, I remember.
and that's because I don't remember if they were having they had a swimming pool, and I don't remember if there was a special occasion why they had the whole family over, or if it was just like maybe he felt obligated. But there was only one time that the family was invited to Chuck's, and that was it.
And what was his wife's name?
Well, Joy was his first wife, but she wasn't.
No, I remember her. I thought it was.
I want to say Adelaide.
No,
Yeah.
no. It was. Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't know.
No. Well, yeah. No. But no, her name. What was her freaking
Well,
name?
you have to shut up. Don't say it, and then I'll try. It'll come to
Alright.
me. Adria.
Adria. Yes. Thank you.
Well, she was stuck up too. And she had
Well,
nothing
but
to
she
be
was
stuck
kind of
up
nice
about.
to the kids.
She was nice, but she was stuck up too.
Well, but so when you were little, you grew up in
Grass Valley.
and
Grass Valley.
okay, and how did you grow up? Did you have fun?
Oh,
Did
heck
you?
yeah. It was
What'd
the
you
best
do?
place in the world to grow up. What did I
And?
do?
Yeah.
Ran over the hills.
Did you
Went
actually
movies.
run over the hills?
Yes, I did.
And what? Come on, Mom.
Well,
You know you got some stories.
No, I don't, hon. It was just a normal childhood. But it was the best. I wished all you kids could have grown up like that.
Well, I did.
No.
I'm a Gen Xer.
No.
I grew up.
No, you didn't
Oh,
have the
come
childhood
on, Mom.
I'm sorry, Michael.
No, I grew up outside. And you said you gotta, when the lights turn on, you grew up there were lampposts. When that light comes on, you come home. No. You didn't grow up in that. There was no lamppost back then. It was just darkness.
Oh, monarch butterfly.
Monarch butterfly?
It's
Where?
on that flower over there.
Where? Oh, I see it. Oh,
Boy, you don't see them very often.
so pretty.
I see those little white ones all the time, but boy, I haven't seen a monarch. But they've been flying. You know, this is their migration time down to Mexico, so he's probably gotten.
Yeah, there's two of
He'll
them there,
probably
right?
die. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
No, they have really good colors. So you need to keep telling me about Grandpa.
What about him?
I want to know what happened.
He got sick and died.
From what?
I told you, a ruptured pancreas.
How old were you?
54.
You were 4?
He was 54. I was
How-
about 12, I think. 11 or 12.
Oh.
In fact, we were supposed to go on vacation.
Where were you going?
My dad had never got to take a vacation. Never. He always had to work. Mama took vacations with us kids. We'd go to the Grand Canyon every year. But Daddy could never go, so he had taken his first vacation in years, and we were going to leave that morning, and we couldn't find the keys to the car. He couldn't find the keys to the car. And we hunted and hunted. And
He didn't want to go, I guess.
Yeah, he did. He did want to go.
Oh, okay.
But the longer we hunted, he started having pains in his stomach. And the longer it took, the worse his pains got, until finally Mama had to call the doctor. And
so you remember?
oh yeah,
How old were you?
I was about 12, I think.
Oh, Mom. All right. And then he just passed away
Yeah.
that quick.
Well, he spent a couple days in the hospital in pain. I wish he would have just passed away.
You know, I'm thinking about. I don't remember. I know I call him Grandpa, but I don't remember what his name was.
Charles
Charles.
Douglas.
Who's Douglas?
Charles Douglas was his name.
No, I understand that,
Who
but
was Douglas? I have no clue.
so they just named him Douglas.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay. So you named Scott after Grandpa?
Yeah.
Why'd you name me Michael?
Because I like the name Michael.
But Dad wanted to name me something else.
Michelangelo.
Well, why
and
not?
I said no.
And what Dad say?
He said okay. Because he got the name Jerry. So
Why'd you name me Anthony?
because it went with it. Probably maybe he wanted it after his dad. I can't remember. So
Oh, Tony?
yeah, Antonio.
Okay. Well, Michael Anthony Cena. So how many times have people called you Cena?
Oh, all the time.
You never said shit?
Yeah, I correct him. I say Senna.